Ambuluwawa is a very special place in Sri Lanka. It is not just another mountain, it is a place of peace and amazing views. Many people travel to see its unique tower. The tower spirals high into the sky. It looks quite different from other buildings. This makes Ambuluwawa stand out. It calls to those who seek something unusual. The journey there is part of the adventure. It builds anticipation for what lies ahead. This remarkable landmark is found in central Sri Lanka. It is near the town of Gampola. Gampola itself is a historic town. It was once a kingdom's capital. Ambuluwawa Peak rises above this town. It is part of the larger central province. This region is known for its hills and tea plantations. The air here is often cool and fresh. Finding Ambuluwawa is like discovering a hidden treasure. It is nestled amongst rolling green hills. The Ambuluwawa Peak is about 3,567 feet above sea level. This makes it quite a high point in the area. From its base, the complex looks imposing. The main tower seems to pierce the clouds on some days. Getting to the entrance of the Ambuluwawa complex involves a drive up a winding road. This road climbs steeply up the mountain. The views begin to open up even before you reach the top. It is a journey that prepares you for the heights. The first sight of Ambuluwawa often brings a sense of wonder. It is a strikingly modern creation in a way, yet it feels connected to an older spirit. Visitors come for many reasons. Some come for the challenge of the climb. Others come for the spiritual atmosphere. Many are drawn by the promise of incredible photographs. Whatever the reason, Ambuluwawa leaves a lasting impression. It feels like a place set apart from the everyday world. The history of the Ambuluwawa complex is quite recent. It is not an ancient ruin like Sigiriya or Polonnaruwa. These famous Sri Lankan sites are centuries old. Ambuluwawa, in its current form, is a modern construction. It was built in the early 21st century. This makes it a newer addition to Sri Lanka's list of attractions. However, the mountain itself has been there for a very long time. The area around Gampola has a much older history. Gampola town was significant in the 14th century. It was the capital of Sri Lanka under King Bhuvanekabahu IV. This period is known as the Gampola Kingdom. The king ruled from this region. So the land has historical importance. The Ambuluwawa mountain would have overlooked these royal proceedings, but the tower and religious complex we see today are not from that era. They represent a newer chapter in the mountain story. This modern development sits within a landscape full of older tales. The vision for the Ambuluwawa complex was to create a multi-religious center. The project was initiated in the late 1990s. Construction continued into the early 2000s. The aim was to build a place where different faiths could be represented together. This was a bold and hopeful idea. Mr. D.M. Jayaratne, a former Prime Minister of Sri Lanka, was a key figure behind this project. He championed the development of Ambuluwawa. His vision was to make it a landmark of unity. The primary purpose of building Ambuluwawa was to promote peace. It was designed to foster understanding among Sri Lanka's diverse religious communities. The complex includes symbols and places of worship for several major religions. This makes it a unique monument in the country. It is a modern interpretation of Sri Lanka's long history of cultural exchange. While the structures are new, the spirit of tolerance has deeper roots. Ambuluwawa stands as a testament to this enduring ideal. Ambuluwawa holds significant cultural importance in Sri Lanka. It is a powerful symbol of religious harmony. This is quite unique for a tourist attraction. The complex is designed to represent multiple faiths. It actively promotes the idea of unity in diversity. In a world where religious differences can cause conflict, Ambuluwawa offers a different message. It shows that various beliefs can coexist peacefully. This message resonates deeply within Sri Lanka. It also speaks to visitors from around the globe. The complex is home to symbols of Sri Lanka's main religions. These include Buddhism, Hinduism, Islam, and Christianity. Each faith has its own dedicated space within the Ambuluwawa site. This inclusive approach is central to its identity. It is not just a Buddhist temple or a Christian church. It is a place that embraces all these traditions. This makes it a very special cultural landmark. It reflects the multicultural fabric of Sri Lankan society. It is a deliberate effort to celebrate this diversity. These different religions are represented through distinct structures. There is a Buddhist stupa, gleaming white and serene. A Hindu koval is present, with its characteristic intricate designs. A Muslim mosque also finds its place within the complex, and a Christian church stands there too. These are not just token representations, they are actual, small places of worship or contemplation. The overall design philosophy encourages visitors to respect all faiths. This encourages a journey of understanding. For local people, Ambuluwawa can be a place of pilgrimage. It is also a place for quiet reflection. Visitors, whether spiritual or not, can appreciate its aims. The cultural significance lies in its active promotion of peace. It is more than just a collection of buildings. It is an embodiment of an ideal. It encourages thoughts about tolerance and mutual respect. This makes a visit to Ambuluwawa a thoughtful experience. It prompts reflection on how different cultures can live together. The most striking architectural feature at Ambuluwawa is its tall tower. This tower is a magnificent, slender structure. It spirals upwards, seeming to reach for the heavens. Its shape is very distinctive and memorable. It is not a traditional square or round tower. Instead, it has a conical form with an external winding staircase. This design makes it instantly recognizable. The tower stands at a height of about 48 meters. It dominates the Ambuluwawa complex and the surrounding landscape. Climbing the tower is an adventure in itself. The staircase is narrow and spirals around the outside of the structure. As you ascend, the steps become steeper. The protective railing is quite low in some places. This can be a thrilling or even daunting experience for some. The climb offers ever-changing perspectives of the complex below. It also provides increasingly wide views of the distant mountains. Reaching the top platform is a rewarding achievement. The feeling of being so high up is quite exhilarating. The tower and other buildings are constructed using modern materials. Concrete is the primary material used for the main structures. This provides the necessary strength and durability. The aesthetic is quite contemporary, yet it has a timeless quality. The white color of the tower and the stupa makes them stand out against the green hills. The design choices prioritize the views and the experience of ascent. There is a simplicity to the forms which is quite elegant. It is functional yet also artistic. Besides the main tower, the Ambuluwawa complex houses other structures. As mentioned, there is a Buddhist stupa, a Hindu kovil, a mosque, and a church. Each of these smaller buildings reflects some traditional architectural elements of its faith. However, they are all presented in a somewhat simplified modern style. This creates a sense of harmony among them. They are distinct yet part of a unified whole. The layout of the complex encourages visitors to explore each of these sacred spaces. Section 5. Decoding the design symbolism woven into Ambuluwawa. The architecture of Ambuluwawa is rich with symbolism. The tall, spiraling tower itself is a powerful symbol. It can be seen as representing aspiration. It suggests a journey upwards towards higher knowledge or spiritual enlightenment. The act of climbing mimics this journey. It is a physical effort that can represent a spiritual quest. The tower points to the sky, a common symbol for the divine or the transcendent. Its very form encourages one to look upwards and beyond. The winding staircase around the tower is also symbolic. A spiral often represents growth, evolution, or the journey of life. As one climbs, the path turns and twists. This can be likened to the complexities and challenges of life. Each step takes you higher, offering a new perspective. The effort required to reach the top can symbolize perseverance. The journey itself, not just the destination, is part of the experience. It suggests that spiritual progress requires effort and dedication. The presence of multiple religious symbols and shrines is highly symbolic. Their careful placement within the complex conveys a message of coexistence. It shows that different paths can lead to a common ground of peace. The Ambuluwawa complex acts as a microcosm of a harmonious society. It demonstrates that unity does not mean uniformity. Each faith retains its identity while being part of a larger, peaceful whole. This is a profound statement in today's world. It is a visual representation of tolerance. Nature also plays a vital role in the symbolism of Ambuluwawa's design. The complex is built on a mountain peak. It is surrounded by lush forests and sweeping views. This connection with nature is intentional. Mountains are often considered sacred places in many cultures. They are seen as closer to the heavens. The design of Ambuluwawa seems to embrace its natural setting. The structures are placed to maximize the views. This integration with nature enhances the sense of peace and spirituality. Section 6. Planning your ascent. Essential travel advice for Ambuluwawa. The best time to visit Ambuluwawa is usually during the dry season. This typically runs from December to April in this part of Sri Lanka. During these months, you are more likely to have clear skies. Clear weather means better views from the tower. It also makes the climb safer and more pleasant. Visiting on a weekday can be a good idea. Weekends and public holidays tend to be more crowded. Arriving early in the morning is also advisable. This helps to avoid the midday heat and larger tour groups. To reach Ambuluwawa, you first need to get to Gampola town. Gampola is accessible from Kandy, a major city in the central province. The journey from Kandy to Gampola takes about an hour by road. You can take a local bus, which is very affordable. Alternatively, you can hire a taxi or a tuk-tuk for more comfort. If traveling from Colombo, the capital city, the journey to Gampola will be longer. It can take around 3 to 4 hours by car or train. The train journey offers scenic views. Once you are in Gampola town, you need to travel to the Ambuluwawa Peak. The complex is located a few kilometers away from the town center. The road up the mountain is steep and winding. It can be quite narrow in places. The most common way to reach the top is by hiring a tuk-tuk. Local tuk-tuk drivers are experienced in navigating this road. Some visitors may choose to drive their own vehicles. However, this requires careful driving. Ensure your vehicle is in good condition for the climb. Before you set off, it is wise to check a few details. Confirm the opening hours of the Ambuluwawa complex. These can sometimes change. There is usually an entrance fee for visitors. This fee helps with the maintenance of the site. It is good to carry some local currency for the entrance fee and other expenses. Checking the weather forecast for Gampola can also be helpful. This allows you to prepare for your visit accordingly. A little planning ensures a smoother and more enjoyable trip. Section 7. The Ambuluwawa Experience. Practical tips for visitors. When visiting Ambuluwawa, it is important to dress appropriately. Wear comfortable shoes, especially if you plan to climb the tower. Trainers or sturdy walking shoes are ideal. The climb involves many steps and can be uneven in places. It is also advisable to wear modest clothing. Ambuluwawa is a multi-religious site. Covering your shoulders and knees is a sign of respect. This applies when visiting the various shrines within the complex. Light, breathable clothing is suitable for the climate. Consider your physical fitness before attempting the tower climb. The ascent can be challenging for some people. The staircase is narrow and it gets progressively steeper towards the top. There are sections with low railings. If you have a fear of heights or mobility issues, you might find it difficult. It is perfectly fine to take your time. Rest at intervals if you need to. There is no rush. Even if you do not climb to the very top, the views from lower levels are still beautiful. Remember to bring a few essential items with you. Water is very important, especially on a warm day. Staying hydrated will make the climb more comfortable. A camera is a must-have to capture the stunning views. You will want to take many photographs. A hat and sunglasses can provide protection from the sun. Sunscreen is also recommended as you will be exposed to the sun during the climb. A small backpack can be useful for carrying these items. Finally, always behave respectfully during your visit. Ambuluwawa is a place of peace and spiritual significance. Avoid loud noises or disruptive behavior. Be mindful of other visitors, some of whom may be there for prayer or reflection. When taking photographs, be considerate. Ask for permission before photographing people. Do not litter. Help keep the site clean and beautiful for everyone. By being a responsible visitor, you contribute to the special atmosphere of Ambuluwawa. Section 8. Nature's Embrace. The verdant surroundings and biodiversity. The panoramic views from Ambuluwawa Tower are truly breathtaking. Once you reach the viewing platforms, a vast landscape unfolds before you. On a clear day, you can see for many miles in every direction. You will see rolling green hills and distant mountain ranges. These include the Knuckles mountain range and Adams Peak in the distance. The town of Gampola lies nestled in the valley below. The Mahaweli River, Sri Lanka's longest river, can also be seen winding through the scenery. These views are a major highlight of any visit. Ambuluwawa is not just about the tower and its views. The mountain itself is a biodiversity hotspot. It is designated as the Ambuluwawa Forest Reserve. This reserve protects the rich natural environment of the area. The slopes of the mountain are covered in dense forest. This forest is home to a wide variety of plant and animal species. The complex was developed with some consideration for this natural heritage. Efforts are made to maintain the ecological balance. The area is a sanctuary for many creatures. The flora in the Ambuluwawa region is diverse. You can find many indigenous trees, flowering plants, and medicinal herbs. The forest is home to various species of orchids and ferns. This rich plant life supports a range of fauna. Birdwatchers will be delighted by the variety of bird species. Many colorful birds can be spotted in the trees around the complex. Small mammals, reptiles, and numerous insects also inhabit the forest. It is a living ecosystem. The clean air and natural beauty contribute to the site's appeal. Preserving this natural environment is very important. The Ambuluwawa Forest Reserve plays a crucial role in conservation. It helps to protect water sources and prevent soil erosion. Sustainable tourism practices are encouraged. Visitors should respect the natural surroundings. This means not disturbing the wildlife or damaging plants. The combination of cultural significance and natural beauty makes Ambuluwawa special. It is a reminder of the interconnectedness of humans and nature. This harmony is part of its charm. Section 9. Ambuluwawa's unique caller Journey's End and New Perspectives. Ambuluwawa truly stands out among Sri Lanka's many attractions. It offers a unique blend of experiences. There is the thrill of the architectural design, especially the tower climb. There is the deep spiritual message of unity and peace, and there is the stunning natural beauty of its mountain setting. Few places combine these elements so effectively. It is more than just a viewpoint. It is a place that engages your mind, body, and spirit. This multifaceted appeal is what makes it unforgettable. The feeling of accomplishment after climbing the tower is immense. Looking out from the top, you feel a sense of awe. The vastness of the landscape can be humbling. It provides a new perspective, quite literally, but Ambuluwawa also offers a different kind of perspective. It encourages you to think about harmony between different cultures and faiths. This is a powerful message in our modern world. The climb can be a metaphor for overcoming challenges. The reward is not just the view, but a sense of inner peace. The message of unity that Ambuluwawa embodies is particularly relevant today. In a world often divided, this place celebrates diversity. It shows that different beliefs can share the same space respectfully. This makes Ambuluwawa more than just a tourist spot. It is a beacon of hope and a symbol of tolerance. This deeper meaning adds to its significance. It is a place that can inspire visitors. It encourages reflection on how we can live together more harmoniously. For all these reasons, Ambuluwawa is a must-visit destination in Sri Lanka. It offers an experience that is both exciting and thought-provoking. Whether you seek adventure, spiritual solace, or natural beauty, you will find it here. It is a journey that rewards you with incredible memories. Ambuluwawa is not just a place you see, it is a place you feel. It leaves a lasting impression. It calls you to look higher, to understand more deeply, and to appreciate the diverse world around us.